Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer, and to all of you that keep coming back, hello and welcome back. Quick reminder, if you've never subscribed, just to remind you to click that red button there that says subscribe, and after that click the bell sign. That way you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. So today I want to talk about something that I think in our African culture, I think mostly in our African culture, it is something we don't really talk about, and in the process is causing a lot of problems. Yeah, I can say it's causing a lot of problems. We kind of stay away from it, we kind of shy away from it, and it's not helping at all. So what basically happened was that recently I came across this suggested video on YouTube, and it was a video of these Kenyan ladies that were talking about how much abortions they've had, and it was kind of heartbreaking to see how these women ended up doing several abortions and all these things, putting their lives at risk in going through the whole process. And there was one woman that never left my memory. She was talking about how, you know, she was pregnant and the guy wasn't ready. You know, there was just so many consequences. They were worried about the consequences, and she was a student and he was a student. You know, they were just worried about what people would say, and the guy was afraid of getting into trouble because of, you know, there was just so much. The part of her wanted her baby, but from what she was saying, they were just worried about stigma and some other things. She ended up having an abortion about 5 times. There was this woman I was talking about how she had an abortion and it happened to be twins. It kind of got stuck in my memory. She had this abortion done, and after the abortion, I can't remember how many months she said she was, and after the abortion, she said later on she went to see the babies, twins, and she said and she said that when she went in to check on the babies, I'm gonna try and say this without crying. Oh, okay. She said when she went to check on the babies, I'm getting emotional. I'm trying not to get much. So she said when she went to check on the babies, they were already gone. Like she already aborted them and they were already dead, you know. But when she went to check on them, she said she found them kind of like hugging each other. So she found them like you know, when she went to see them after, they were already dead, you know. She went to look at them, and she found them. Why is it so hard to do? She found them hugging each other.
I just told God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I did this. Please forgive me. That's when I got the strength. I got off and went to check the babies, and I looked at those babies, and they were there hugging each other. They were two, a boy and a girl.
I think maybe because I'm someone that thinks deep a lot, and you know, stuff like that. But you know, when she said they were hugging each other, I just felt like they were kind of like holding on to each other, like, you know, I just felt bad. Like these innocent children just, you know, I don't know, maybe they were just holding on to each other in debt, you know, in debt. They were holding on to each other, like, you know, like they never got a chance, you know, these babies never got a chance to, and then to think about, you know, the things that get you sometimes is like, when she said it, I could just imagine them there, in my heart just felt like, what did they do wrong? What did these babies do wrong? Nothing. They haven't committed any crime. The babies didn't offend anyone. Nothing. But they got aborted. I'm not making this video to judge the woman. No, that's not what my video is about at all. That is not what my video is about. But that really got me. When I watched this, I'll try and link this video I'm talking about in the description box, so you guys can go check it out. But it just got me thinking, to be honest with you. You know, I'm like I said, my video is not to judge them or whatever, but that got me thinking. One of the things that I was really thinking about is how a lot of abortions happens because people are afraid of the stigma. People are afraid of what people would say. People are afraid, like, oh my goodness, it's a sin. Because typically Africans, a lot of us will be Christians, and I think, to be honest, I don't know what abortion is like in Islam, but I don't know if it's a sin in their own religion or whatever. I don't know if it is, but for Christianity, you know, it's a sin. The mistake that's made a lot of the time is this mistake of thinking that, well, it's a sin, then killing the baby is a solution. It's not. It is not. So action before marriage, according to our Christianity, is a sin. But the thing is, you can't undo the sin by killing the babies. You can't. You know, when there was this news about Linda Ikeji getting pregnant out of wedlock, and it was all over the news and all this drama and everything going on. The reason I didn't get excited about it, when I say excited as in talking about it and, you know, going on and on about it and everything, is when it comes to, for me, when it comes to pregnancy, I always think about the baby. Like, the baby, to me, you know, there's an innocent baby in the equation, if you know what I mean. You know, at the end of the day, action before marriage is wrong. We know that, right? But somebody is pregnant. As far as I'm concerned, there's a child in that womb. I don't like the idea of stigmatizing, you know, pregnancy out of wedlock. Is it a sin? It is a sin. Oh yeah, Linda Ikeji she has sinned. I don't know if she's a born again Christian. I don't know it, to be honest with you. I don't even know. I don't know if Linda Ikeji is a born again Christian. I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know. But what I'm saying is this, right? People say, oh yeah, oh my goodness, she's pregnant out of wedlock, you know, da, 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 da. My thing is this, my belief is this: she's pregnant, she's pregnant. What else? You know, I hate the idea of stigmatizing, you know, this pregnancy. That is why a lot of girls go for abortion. A lot of us frown at abortion. But the things society do contributes a lot to why people see abortion as the only way out. A lot of abortions are due to people worrying about stigmas. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that action before marriage is right, or, you know, according to our Christianity. You know, I'm not here to come and promote this thing. I'm not here trying to come and say, oh, everybody fall pregnant, you fall pregnant out of wedlock. That is not what my video is about. My video is about the fact that when someone is already pregnant, they are pregnant. You know, oh, this, oh my goodness, you know, she you know, is a sin, she's pregnant, you know, Linda Ikeji is pregnant out of wedlock. The thing is this: the sin, the deed is done. Whatever it is done. Okay, it is done. Carrying the baby is not a sin. Listen, action before marriage is a sin, but carrying this baby and giving birth to the baby is not a sin. I really hope people understand what I'm saying. So we have to be careful about how we carry issues like this in society, you know, in society. Because when these ladies are talking about their abortions, all I was thinking about was just innocent babies that have died for no reason. Believe it or not, there are a lot of people involved in action before marriage. Believe it or not, a lot of them have fallen pregnant. But because they got rid of the baby, we don't see the evidence of their action before marriage. The person that decides to keep their baby, that we see the evidence and we stigmatize them. And the ones that went ahead and did the abortions, we don't stigmatize them because there is no evidence. This is all in the eyes of humans. In the eyes of God, the one that got rid of the pregnancy and the one that carried the pregnancy, they are the same. In the sight of God, they both went for action before marriage. In the sight of God. Unfortunately, people end up going by human judgment. What people would say. God's judgment is the same. God's judgment for these two people is the same. But a lot of people go for human judgment. Human judgment is not the same. Because we do not know about the other one that does not have the evidence. They are not pregnant. We don't see them. We don't stigmatize them because we don't know what they've done. And then the one that we know what they've done because they have an evidence pregnancy, we stigmatize them and make their lives hell. We have to learn. We really have to learn to this is a video I want to be careful about, because this is a video I really want to be careful about this video because I do not want to create the impression of saying that it's okay to do this, it's okay to get pregnant, you know, Christianity wise now, right? You know, I'm like, you know, I don't want to create the impression that it's okay to, you know, do action before marriage or get pregnant out of wedlock. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we have to realize that sometimes when the deed is done, it's done. You know, we should, I don't know how to say it, you know, when the deed is done, it's done. Let's stop. I believe we should start respect. I don't know. I don't have the words. I really want to be careful about the choice of words, because if you're not careful, you end up promoting what you don't intend to promote, and that's what I don't want. I'm not trying to promote, you know, action before marriage or pregnancy out of wedlock. That's not what my video is about. My video is about this stigmatization of the woman that makes the choice to say, I'm not going to kill this child. And then the ones that kill their children or kill the, we don't realize that they are basically the same as the ones that kill their children. But the thing is, I wouldn't want my actions or my conduct or whatever to be the reason why somebody killed their baby or why somebody goes for abortion. The whole drama of Linda Ikeji, she's pregnant, that was why I didn't want to get involved in it at all. Because my thing is this, when there's a pregnancy, I'm not looking at just a belly. In my heart, I'm looking at a human being inside that belly. That's how I see it, you know. I do not take pleasure in stigmatizing a pregnancy. And if it's you or if it's me, we wouldn't like to know that your pregnancy was treated like a joke or treated like you know, something to make mockery of. You know, at the end of the day, human life is supreme. Human life is precious. You know, every human being, I believe every human being deserves respect. That's how I feel about it. Unfortunately, the way some people come into the world will be different from the regular way, you know, babies should come to the world. At the end of the day, a human being is a human being at the end of the day. I watched that program and I just thought to myself, I should come here and make a video about it, just to kind of talk about things like this. I look at Linda Ikeji and I'm saying to myself, she has a baby. You know, what is done is be another thing. Before I forget, another thing we have to realize is this. As Christians, we're going to say, oh, action before marriage is wrong, and, you know, pregnancy out of wedlock, you know, is wrong, it's not the will of God, blah blah blah. But the thing is this, somebody did action before marriage and then they're pregnant. You have no clue between her and God if she has, you don't know if she has had her, what's the word now, if she has had her one-on-one with God and made peace with God. You don't know that. You don't know that. You know, I'm just saying these things. Let's say she's a born-again Christian. Because see, if somebody's not a born-again Christian and our Christian whatever does not apply to, they're not interested in what we're talking about when it comes to Christianity, you know, it's another story altogether, because they're going to be like, okay, what is this all about? But let's even talk about from the area of Christianity. So if she has made peace with God and be like, oh no, I'm not, you know, I made peace with God, you know, reconciled, let me use the word reconciled with God. God has forgiven her. God has forgiven her. And as far as God is concerned, her sins have been washed away. And you can stay there and be judging and be pointing fingers and all of these things. But she and God have made peace. That is the thing. You know, somebody's going to come and be like, oh, if it's the pastor, you'll be saying this. If it's a pastor, you'll be saying that. Let me tell you one of the things you have to realize. A lot of the things the pastors are doing, right? It's not just between them and God. It's between them and God and the people. When you rob the people blind and when you enrich yourself. So because I'm going to address I noticed that anytime I make a video that I didn't mention pastor, their children and grandchildren in the Lord will come and be like, oh, if it's pastor now, you would have said. I get that a lot in my videos, no matter what my video is about. But so let me tell you, when it comes to the things about pastors, it's not between them and God. Being pregnant out of wedlock, right, is a sin. If you're a Christian, you know, it's a sin. But it's between you and God. You have not really, it's not a crime. It's not between you and God or somebody else. It's between you and God, right? When a pastor is corrupt and is enriching himself with the money that belongs to the children of God. I keep saying God does not come down from heaven to collect his money. And in the Bible is full of what God wants his money to be used for. To look after the orphans and the widows and the, you know, the less privileged, the weak, the poor, you know, all of this. That's what the Bible wants the money to be used for. But when the pastor takes the money that's supposed to use to help so many people, many children of God, if the pastor then pockets it and uses it to enrich himself, building several houses and having several cars and leaving people in poverty, it's no longer just between him and God. It becomes between him and God and the people. So it's a different story altogether. So for those that are going to come and say, oh, if he's pastor now, you will say this, that. But somebody getting pregnant out of wedlock is between them and God. So I really don't want this video to get too long, but I wanted to come here and touch on this because, like I keep saying, what else do we have social media for? Things like this. And like always, feel free to leave your opinion in the comment section below. Anybody that comes across a video like this can learn from me, from you. You know, we can all chip in and contribute. You know, social media was designed for a good reason, and these are the kind of good reasons we're talking about, where people contribute and have these conversations and, you know, rub mind. The main point of my video is this: let's be careful about this. Let's be careful. I know this to be honest, this topic is very delicate, sensitive. You have to be careful not to end up sounding like you're promoting something while that's not what you're trying to do. I'm not here trying to promote action before marriage or pregnancy out of wedlock or babies. No, that's not what my video is about. My video is about, if it's already happened and somebody is pregnant, prioritizing the life of the innocent child. Action before marriage is a sin, okay? According to our Christian faith, it's a sin. But keeping the pregnancy is not a sin. So many lives have been lost. So many lives of innocent babies. And even the mothers have been lost because of stigma. Because of stigma in our culture. Like I said, it's a very important thing to discuss. And that's why I wanted to, you know, talk about it. So at the end of the day, my point is this. At the end of the day, you know, I don't want to be misunderstood. But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is this. Action before marriage is a sin. But giving birth to that baby is not a sin. You know, and with that, I'm just going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.